One thing that I've realized for myself is I really reverse engineer confidence. That's really how I found it. So the other day, someone asked me, where did my journey with confidence begin? They said, Zaylee, how did you become so confident? And I know listen, I'm in the online space. I've been in the online space for years. I feel like I've touched every aspect of that process of finding yourself when it comes to what you want to do for your business. And I still am even in that process. I'm finding new things that I want to do every day, finding new things that I want to explore and dive into all of the time. Even when you're doing that, you go through that process of finding your footing and finding confidence. But in that moment when I was asked that question, I didn't really have an answer. And I've shared this in a few interviews before. I remember Googling, where do I, how do I, where can I find confidence? And one thing that I've realized for myself is I really reverse engineer confidence. That's really how I found it. So it wasn't by mistake, but when I realized that I couldn't work forwards with confidence, like I could not decide, I'm going to wake up this morning and I'm going to be confident. That might last for a minute or two, or a day or two, or a week or two, but it didn't stick and it didn't stay. What really helped me to become confident is one, observing people that I wanted to be like. And it's kind of like channeling into that person. So I thought about the percentage of people that I did not want to be like and the percentage of people that I wanted to be like. And obviously the people that I wanted to be like, that percentage was a lot lower. And I started observing what they did, how they did, why they did, when they did. But what I thought about most is if I want to be like that person, then I have to act as if, move as if, flow as if, behave as if, all of those things. And that is kind of along the lines of manifestation. I knew what I wanted and I knew what I had to be like in order to get that. And that's how I thought about it. Reverse engineering. Right? That's the goal. And this is what I have to do to get to that goal. And everything I do now, it's no longer about confidence. It's about the results that I want. So if I know the result is this, then I've got to work backwards from what I want and do the things that are required in order for me to get to this place. So when people ask me, how are you able to create online courses? Were you not afraid? Were you this and that? Yes, I was. But I reverse engineered the whole thing. Like I started thinking like, okay, so if I want this course to do XYZ or I want it to help XYZ, this is what I have to do. That kind of eliminates confidence at all. And it just kind of helps you to move as if this is already successful. Now, the key here is timing. You'll get tired, but you can never give up. You can never give up on what you want to accomplish. So even if you reverse engineer, and I'm saying that word really funny because I'm excited, but even if you want to reverse engineer what you're doing, you got to keep doing it until you get to that place that you would like to get to. Because you'll get tired and you will want to stop and you will want to forget everything. And all of that is natural. It is normal. But what you can't do is give up on the goal that you've, engineered from. So if that makes sense, or for a lack of better words. But in practicing that with so many things in my life, whether it be health, wellness, wealth, fitness, whatever it is, that's how I built that confidence. And this morning, I was watching a Tom Bayou episode on YouTube. I love interviews. I love all the things. But what hit me about that interview was, and I will link it somewhere because obviously he has so many interviews. That's what he does. But For me, there was a comment that stood out, and I'm not a person that comments a lot, but man, listen, I need to get better at that. But the comment was an iteration of his guest of something that they were saying. And it said, I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. Thomas Jefferson. So I guess that was a quote from Thomas Jefferson, which this person kept quoting. And his name is Chuck Palahniuk. No, I am not going to butcher his name, but I will link it down below. But yes, right? So I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. That's exactly what I'm saying. So if you're looking for confidence, your confidence is really in your actions and the things you do, and in knowing that you are doing what you said you were going to do. My partner brought that up recently, and he was like, we feel like shit sometimes because we promise ourselves that we're going to do something and we don't do it. And if you're that person that's been doing that kind of thing, I implore you to just think about that and really, really, really stick to your word, right? Stick to your word, honor what you say you're going to do. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful, and I will see you soon. Take care.